Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's that proud Black woman here again, and thank you so much for tuning in on today's broadcast. So, who am I bringing today? I'm bringing the one and only Starboy Timidayo. I'm still waiting for him to join the live stream, and but while we wait for him, what have you guys been doing? How, like, first of all, rep your city, okay? Where are you watching from? Rep your city, rep your country. Are you from Nigeria? Are you from Ghana? Are you from the UK? Are you from wherever you're watching us from? Please rep in the comment section, because that's how we mark attendance on this program. Okay, rep yourself in the comment section. So for so many of us, we're so excited for, especially throughout this week, a lot of people have been going out, having fun, because Ontario finally Ontario finally opened up the restriction. They lifted the restrictions, and I guess also for the border, they're going to be lifting restrictions for the border for, I think, July 21st. So it's almost here. It's like about a month away. So yeah, what are your plans once the border is open? While we wait for our guest, what are your plans? What do you plan to do with your time? Do you plan to travel? Because a lot of us have not been able to travel for about 2 years now, because the pandemic started at, I think, 2019, around December. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, okay? But for 2 years, a lot of us have not been able to travel. Some people have risked it. They've gone to, Nigeria, traveled to the US, traveled to other places. But for those of us that have not gone anywhere, what are your plans? Where do you think you're going to go first? Leave a comment in the comment section. All right. Oh, finally, I think I see our guest has joined us. Hold on. Let me add you to the screen.
Good afternoon, ma.
Welcome, Starboy. I've
I'm
been
very
trying
sorry
to
for the
get the
delay.
people. Yeah, no worries about that. I've been trying to just talk to people to let them know that you didn't leave us. You're coming to join us in a few minutes. So how was your week
Definitely.
so far? I know you're very busy.
Yeah, sure. We thank God. We thank God. We thank God. That's been
Thank
busy,
God
but we
for
thank
that.
God. Yes, ma.
Thank God for that. So first of all, I'd like to thank you for making time to join us today. I knew I reached out to you like almost last minute, and you were so graceful, and you said, "Oh, don't worry, I will join." That meant a lot to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, a
Definitely.
couple of people have been waiting, and I know that a lot of people know you, but I still want to introduce you because you have so many accolades to your name, and I would like to, put it out there so people know that it's not a berek person that I brought today, right? So yeah, I would like to put all the accolades out there. So as I saw, was your week? Was it like stressful? Was Mine was a
Yeah,
little bit
good.
stressful, just a little bit stressful. How was your
Yeah.
week?
We thank God. It has been stressful,
Can
but
you hear me?
we just have to keep pushing. Yeah, sure. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me, ma?
All right. Yes, I can. All right. I think my internet is a little shaky. But so I'm just gonna go into like introducing my guest properly, just the way we do, Proud Fam, how we do. So the name of the guest today is Temidayo Eniton, popularly known as Starboy Temidayo, the founder of Starboard Entertainment. So Temidayo is a Nollywood movie actor, a producer, international promoter. Temidayo is the president of Starboy Entertainment, the founder of the Nigerian Canadian Celebrities Entertainment Awards, the president of Theatre Arts and Motion Pictures Practitioners Association of Nigeria, TAMPAN, Canada chapter, the brand ambassador for Quick Collect Canada, the brand ambassador for Golden Cheetah Logistics Canada, the brand ambassador to Pounder Potato Canada, FastBear Foods. He has also won the following awards for himself: City People Movie Awards as Best New Actor of the Year, African Icon Awards, Entertainment Icon of the Year, Esteemed Nigeria Youth Award for Movie Actor and Producer of the Year, Afro Heritage International Award Canada, Community Award of Excellence, Cool Wealth Award, Nollywood New Act Diaspora, Esteemed Nigeria Youth Award, Nollywood New Act Diaspora, Yoruba Movie Gist Award as Best Yoruba Movie Actor in Diaspora, uh, Abidoc Productions Award Canada, Award of Excellence, Emperor Nollywood Award, Next Generation Actor, Nigeria Canadian Celebrity Entertainment Awards, Awards of Excellence. Join me as I welcome once again Starboy Temidayo.
Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate it.
So
Thanks for the
one of my
introduction.
questions that I always ask everybody, I have two permanent questions. Everybody that comes on my show, one is at the beginning and one is at the end. And the first one is, apart from all those accolades that we've seen, what's the fun fact about you that we don't know, that we don't already know? What's a fun fact about you?
Uh, I'm a loyal person, and I respect people a lot. I respect
Nice.
people a lot.
Nice. I think we already know that. So we'll let it slide for today. But we're going to ask you some more questions. So a lot of people, especially including me, I used to wonder, what does Starboy mean? Like, where does that name come from, Starboy? Where did you get that name from?
I actually got it while I was in secondary school back in the days. I'm this kind of person ever since I've been in school, like from primary school. There is this distinguished thing that is always in me, and the spirit of being a leader. When I was in primary school, I was the class captain from, I think, primary, is it primary 4, 5 or so. And when I was in secondary school too, I was the class captain. Yeah, it was class captain then too. So a lot of people know me. So the name came up from secondary school. I was not really buying to the name until when when we now have social media like Instagram, Facebook, and all that things. And so when I want to create my Instagram page, and I was like, okay, let me use this name that people have been calling me. Then I'll had my name in front. Now that was how I got Starboy Timothy.
Wow, that's a fantastic story. So, from what I can get, you were very brilliant. You're a very brilliant kid, unlike some of us that we used to get 45 position out of the 50. I
I'm
remember
not
when I was
saying
growing
that
up,
too.
when I was growing up, there were 50 people in my class, and I remember I used to get between 45th and 49th. And then when my dad said, 45th position, I would say to Yoruba, I say, at least Mofi 40, 5 sile, which for those of you that don't understand Yoruba, at least I'm better than 5 people. We're 50 in the class, I got for
Oh
45th
yeah,
position. So, Organi Yamuda, as the people will say,
yeah.
right? So yeah, that's fantastic to know. It's really good, and it shows in your work ethic because we can see that like you're phenomenal and you do so many things. And like I don't know how you juggle everything at the same time. It's like sometimes I'm saying, oh, I don't know how I juggle things, but when I see people like you, I'm like, okay, I should better shut up because what am I doing? Right? So thank you so much for shedding a little light that now people know the meaning of Starboy Timidayo. So, and my next question will be like, did you do acting in school, or is this something that you stumbled upon when you grew up, or have you always wanted to be like an actor?
Yes, actually, ever since I was young, I've had a lot of passion for acting and the entertainment in general. But back then in Nigeria, our parents, they don't even want to hear something like that. You have to go to that school that they want you to go, and they'll tell you, okay, if that is what you want, you have to do what we want first. Like you going to school, when you are done with school, then you can do anything that you like because they believe they see the future more than you do, and there is no way you would be able to like have experience, have a knowledge about how the future looks like more than them. They've been there, they are still there, and they are still ahead of you. So you have to go to school. So I abided to that rules. I went to Olabisi Onabanjo University to study accounting. Then when I was in school, the passion of acting was still in me. But I'm this kind of person. I like to focus on one thing at a go. When you try to focus on different things, you might get distracted. So I was able to focus on my education then. I came out with 2-1. That is a second class upper, if I can still remember then. After I got the certificate, I went to serve as a youth corper. When I'm done, I brought the certificate home to them. Mo ti lọ ṣe nǹkan tó ní kí n ṣe o. Ṣé mo dẹ̀ lè lọ ṣe nǹkan tó ń wù mí ń sìn? And they were like, yeah, you are free. Because what they actually believe is that the acting that you are going to venture into, what if the acting doesn't really work for you? What are you going to bounce back on? They believe the certificate is like gonna be the backbone. You can use it to work anytime. If I want to work My con certificate money. When I apply for share, I had a good result. I I have at least what it takes to be like employed. So I went to my uncle, which is Mr. Latin. I told him I'm done with school and I want to start acting fully. He was actually the one that trained me, and he helped me a lot because experience is the best teacher. So I got experience from him, and he made me understand some things, some unique things that you need to know when you are coming into acting. You understand? So with that, I buckled my shoe and bam, I had my first production, which is Oremi then, which I featured my uncle, Mr. Latin, Odunlade Odekola, and Tifetia Balogun, and the rest. So that was my actually my first production. Then I had a couple of production after that.
Nice. So we're from the same school then, because I also finished from Olabisi Onabanjo University. So, so
So
that's good
far,
to know. At least we have that connection, right?
yeah,
So
sure,
yeah,
sure.
and I like the way you said Olabisi Onabanjo, because a lot of people used to say Osu. I'm like, no, I didn't go to Osu. I went to
No,
Olabisi
it's not
Onabanjo.
so. They should not allow us to fight them. Oh. It's not so.
Yeah, so nothing, because Osu had like a bad reputation. So
Yeah,
I'm not
back
from
then.
Osu. I'm from Olabisi Onabanjo. So that's
Yeah.
really good to know that we have that in common. So yeah, how many years have you been acting, and at what point did you start to gain an upper hand in acting?
Mm, I I started acting in the year 2000. Ah, ṣé mo lè rántí báyìí? Because I completed my NYC. It was in 2000 and. But it's been ah yeah you buy anything. I think 2010 around 2014 or so, 14 or 15. That was when I had my first production, which is Oremi. I can't really remember the specific year. And after Oremi, I had uh, I had another production, which is Owadibayo. Owadibayo actually
Took off.
threw me to the spotlight, and like everybody accepted the movie, and the outcome was just wow to me because even till today, DSTV Yoruba, what they used to call it, uh, DSTV Yoruba, they used to play it till today, and
I
whenever
think
people see me,
African
they were
magic,
like,
right?
African Magic Yoruba, yeah, thank you so much. They used to play it till today, and there's nobody that has watched that movie. Anytime they see me, they will want to fight me in real life. God, they wasn't like that. And I was like, oh, Baba Wani, because when you watch the movie, you actually feel the same thing. Even when Auntie Tokpala came to Canada, we talked about that movie for like over 2 hours. Even Woliagba, when Woliagba saw me when he came to Canada, was like, Starboy, you want to go more my Bainja, like my Bainja gidi. Mo ní, kí ni mo ṣe? Àkọ́tẹ́ ṣe fọ́tún ládé yóò dà, kò sígbà tí màá wo movie in African Magic. Inú màmá bí mi ní pé àfi bí pé kí n mú Starboy báyìí. And I was like, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, movie ni. You understand? So that was actually what took me to the spotlight. And after then, I had Adegoroye. I had about 5 movies too after then. So thank God for grace. Thank God for everything. We are still there, and we'll keep being there.
That's fantastic, and I can actually relate with them. I would definitely go watch that Owu Adebayo, because yeah, so that maybe I would be able to punch you when I see you as well. I know that people have that relationship that when you watch movies, you guys do that movie so well that it actually feels like when you hate people on the TV, when you
So
see
you're
them, it
like,
feels like I hate you. I remember with Patience Ozokwo, I used to hate her like, what kind of witch is this woman? And she might just be the entire opposite. And that's because you guys actually act the role so well. So yeah, I can relate with whatever
exactly,
it is that they that they're saying. That makes a lot of sense.
exactly.
So wow, so Mr. Latin is your uncle. That's really awesome to know, because I met him once when I was living in Dublin, and
Mm,
My auntie Vicky Robert Hospitality used to go welcome celebrities that come into the country. So we were going to go welcome him together at the
yeah.
airport. So I did meet him once. So yeah. So and you already talked about Mr. Latin.
Wow.
Apart from Mr. Latin, do you have like other mentors within or outside the industry that has been a huge support to you throughout your journey?
Yeah, I have a couple of people that are mentor to me. In fact, all the people in the industry are my mentor. I look up to them, and no matter how we get to meet or how I get to know them, I respect both old and young. They're all my mentor. We learn every day, and I want to learn from them too.
That's true because a lot of people look up to different people, and I've told people several times your mentors don't have to be people above you alone. You can have peer mentors, right? People that you're all on the same plane and
Sure.
you watch and learn from one another and you encourage one another, right? So that's a lot of things that people need to know. It's not all the time that it has to be people that have been in the industry 50, 70, 80 years. Sometimes you even learn from people just coming up as well. You can learn a thing or two from them. So that makes sense. So throughout your period of getting into the movie industry and everything, did you ever, as a young actor, witness any struggles?
Mm, like I said, my uncle, which is Mr. Latin, has been in the industry for decades, and he had a lot of experience. So whenever I want to have my production, I take it to his table. So he's the one that will advise me, no, Starboy, remove this. Okay, I had this. Okay, let's use this person. Let's go this direction. So he's actually the one that coordinates my movies, and even most of the actors that we're gonna use on set is the one that is gonna communicate with them and like, okay, this is my brother. We want to use it for this scene and all that, and bam, everything is gonna fly like that. So I've not really had a lot of challenges because I don't always do oversabi. I go to people that are there, people that are experienced, and they put me through. That doesn't mean it's gonna be 100% right, but at least it's gonna be better than when I'm using just my own thinking, my own energy, and all that. So I get support from him, and he has been my backbone ever since then till date.
What about financially? Like, because I know it's a lot of money putting like investing into a movie, not knowing whether it's going to do extremely well or just going to be where you're going to break even. So all that money to get actors, to do the script writing, to do the production and all of that, like how challenging is it to get that finance?
All right. So like uh I advise anyone that want to join acting or want to become an actor, have passion for stuff and all that. I always tell them the first thing you should have in mind is, do you have passion for this job? A lot of people has actually contacted me in Canada. Like I'm the president of TAMPAN Canada chapter presently, and we had over 80 members presently in our group. If anybody reach out to me, oh, I love to act, I want to be acting, how can you help me and all that? Okay, you can join our group, but do you have passion for this job? Because a lot of people believe immediately you start acting, the next day you are making money. No, it doesn't work that way. Passion first. When you have passion, then your passion will pave way for you to make money. So whenever I want to produce, I produce with passion. I'm not producing because I want to make money. I produce because I have passion for it. And if the job fly, bam, thanks to God. If it doesn't really fly, mm, thanks to God also, because we can't predict what is going to happen to any job. The job that I think is not going to fly might be the one that is going to fly. But thank God, all the movies I've been producing, at least I've been making money out of it, and the people have been accepting it. So thanks to God Almighty.
Yeah, that's true because a lot of people they always look into money for any kind of venture that you find yourself. It's the wrong idea to go in just because of money. Everybody knows that if you're doing a business, you want to make money, but it's you're starting out on the wrong foot if you're already thinking, well, in the next 2 months, I should start making this amount of money. You have to love what you do because in
Mhm.
case, God forbid, something happens, you still have that passion burning in you and you will be able to, stand the test of time. So that makes sense. And going back to the topic of people hating you because of a movie, I watched a movie, I think that was like 2 or 3 months ago. I've forgotten the title on YouTube, where you acted with was it Yetunde, and you looked like so nice, and only for me to find out that you're actually evil. Where where she was trying to cut your head in the movie. I was like, come on. And you were so nice at the beginning of that movie, and making breakfast and all of that. Yeah. So I remember that one. I was like, no, she's supposed to cut you into pieces, truly. I've forgotten the
Eh,
um
she's supposed to cut Tomiwa, not Starboy, because
okay.
that was
Tomiwa,
Tomiwa's
all
character.
right. But that movie, like you fooled everybody at the beginning as a gentleman and everything, but then at the end we find out that okay, you were bad. Okay, Tomiwa was bad, not you. So yeah, that was a good movie. And the at first when I see you acting, because I started following you last year when I joined Instagram, and I've seen that you've grown immensely because when I started following you were like 50,000 subscribers, 50,000 followers, but now you're like triple that amount. So definitely you're doing something right. People are seeing a virtue in you and they want to be a follower. They see things that they don't see in other people because that growth is like huge, and that's like really important because I'm sure a lot of people are looking up to you as a role model, as a mentor, and that's really good. So um if you want to, like, do you mentor people apart from people within your group? Do you mentor people, like, or are you open to mentoring people that want to act?
Yeah, sure. I'm open to mentoring people that want to act. And like I said earlier, I'm even baffled that a lot of Nigerians here in Canada they love acting. And when we started TAMPAN here in Canada, we're like 10 members, and up to present moment, we are over 80 members. So a lot of people reach out to me. I love the way you act. I want to be acting too. And whenever I heard that, I asked them, "Do you have passion for this?" They said, "Yes." Okay, come and join us. So a lot of people I've actually met in Canada that are acting with me. They reach out to me first, and we got we got clicked together, and we started doing things. So I mentor people. I have Starboard. I'm the president of TAMPAN. So we do things together, sure.
That's nice because I've seen you as well. I think I see you act with my sister-in-law as well, Niniola.
Oh
I see
yeah.
you act with her, yeah, because she's my cousin's wife. So yeah, I've seen you,
Oh yeah.
and I see that she's doing well because I see she's also going into politics as well. So I'm so excited for
Exactly.
her because it's good to have our people here, especially not just in Canada, anywhere outside the country. It's good for us to all support one another, to push one
Sure.
another, to be the best version of ourselves, and that's really what my channel is also about, like making sure that we don't because at the slow pace as at we've been going for years, I feel like if everybody has been um supporting one another, we've been more than
Exactly.
this. If you look at the Chinese, if you look at the Indians, you see that they're a very close-knit people. They support one another, they help one another. But for those of us that are from the black from Africa, whatever, nobody, we don't want them to know the secret to our success. We don't want them to know what we're doing and stuff like that. But I see that with this generation, at least in the past 4 years, our mindset is all different. We're all looking for how to promote one another, how to push ourselves, how to have a voice. And that, I feel like now we have woken up. The youths, the lazy Nigerian youths have woken up and we are taking that step, to help one another. And that should have been done like centuries ago or years ago. So at this point, I feel like we should just keep supporting one another. If you can mentor people, mentor people. And also for those mentees, when you reach out to mentors as well, we are all humans, all right? So also check up on people. Don't expect that, oh, this person is my mentor, and you're just taking and taking and taking from that person. They also need support. You to support them in some type of way. Just call on them once in a while, check up on them, right? That so it will be a symbiotic relationship, not parasitic, where you're just taking, taking, taking. As they will say in Yoruba, in your ilekwe is always doing muwa muwa, not bad. Yeah, not bad, right? So
Yeah.
sorry, pardon my way, because sometimes I just mess it up.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's really
Mhm.
good that you were able to, create this people, this tampan from 10 people to 80 people, and it's only just started. It will continue to grow. So thank you for doing
Amen.
that for people within Canada. So my next question is, where do you see Starboy and Starboard Entertainment in the next 5 years? What are your plans for the next 5 years?
Uh, I see Starboy, Timidaya, and Starboard Entertainment going higher and higher in entertainment business because I don't have any job. Even if I'm an accountant, I'm I'm giving all my all into entertainment. So I'm seeing Starboard going higher and doing more entertainment stuff like shows, producing movies, anything entertainment, but going higher by the
Definitely.
grace of God.
And we're all going to be there to continue to cheer you on higher, higher forever, right?
Amen.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the things that I've noticed, like on your channel. It's first of all, I noticed there are two star boys. There's you, and then there's another star boy, which is your carbon copy. Does your son ever think that you're a cool dad, or does he ever see you as a celebrity? Because a lot of times, other celebs that I've seen will say, "Oh, their kids don't even think that they're celebs. They don't look at them in that aspect." Like, so, does your son actually think you're a cool dad and that you're a celebrity, or he just doesn't care?
Yeah, we are cool. We are cool, and most times I even make him feel as if we are brothers. So it's it's a mutual relationship that like when we go out and he actually sees the way people approach and do things. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but most times I just tell him I just behave as if he's my brother. So we connect anything we're doing. Even we don't dey drag clothes now. That this one don't fit me. I make I think I understand. We still did it this morning. So it's just the natural stuff that I make it flow within us. Going to figure to
So, which one is the
Nollywood.
original star boy? You or
Is the
him?
original Starboy. Is the original Starboy.
It's the original Starboy. Because like it's almost as tall as you now. Like when I say it's like both of your carbon copies, like they slice you into two and then just took him out. It's lovely. I know that girls are in trouble now when it grows a bit more. Don't tell him I said that too.
Yeah.
So so you are being the founder of the awards, the Nigerian Canada Celebrities Award. Like, how did that come about? Because I noticed on your platform last year, you were putting the awards not just for people here, but also for celebrities overseas in Nigeria. So, how did that idea come about?
Yeah. The Nigerian Canadian Celebrities Entertainment Award came up when I was like, okay, because we started it in 2018. That was when we had the first edition. So I just sat down and I was like, how can we appreciate people that are giving back to the society, people that are using because when some of us do things, we don't do it because we want to make money out of it, but pushing things out so as to give back to society. You can give back to society in different ways. By what you are doing right now, you are giving back to society. because you're passing information and you're making people know a lot of things that they don't know. Different platform, you can be a lawyer, be a doctor, be an actor, no matter the field you have, just try and give back to society. So I was like, okay, if we encourage this kind of people, or other people will be emulated to like do similar things. Like, okay, the meaning of give back, and we encourage them, and we've been doing that since 2018. In I think 2019, I was actually reached out to by someone in Nigeria who is into politics, and the person was like, "Please, can you give my madam, like my friend, I don't want to say the name of the person. The person is the wife of a governor back then in 2019. Can you give this person an award?" And I was like, "What has this person done? What have you done to give back to society ever since you've been the first lady of your blah 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 blah?" And the person was unable to point at anything. And I was like, "Okay, we can't give you an award. We don't sell our award. We give our award to the people that are giving back to society. That clause, give back to society." So when the person can't prove anything, the following week, the person reached out to an NGO in Abuja to 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 give back to widows. And when she gave out the money to the foundation to give out to the widows and all that, she was now telling the person in charge, please take pictures, take videos. I need it. Do it. Blah blah blah. The next day, I got everything on my file. You can see now, I've given back to society. I did this last few days. Oh, okay, you don't deserve the award now. You understand? So it seems to like encourage other people who are not doing such things to give back to society. Sometimes you might not even feel it. When you have 10 naira and you give 1 naira out, you still have 9 naira. So you just have to support the people in need and reach out to society. So we try to encourage. That was how the Nigerian Canadian Celebrity Entertainment came up. We've done the first edition 2018. We did the second edition 2019, 2020, which was last year. We did that too, but we are not able to do it physical. We did it online. So this year is the fourth edition, which is going to be October 30th this year by the grace of God.
Nice. That's my birth month. I'm also October, so that's
Oh
good that
yeah,
it's coming in my birth month. So yeah, that's good. It's
oh yeah.
thought provoking because it made them to go back and sit down and think, well, this is the time for me to start giving back to the community if I want to actually receive awards. And I love the fact that your awards is not for sale. It's not to sold to the highest bidder just because you want to make money off it. You have to actually make an impact, and that's really really good. And I think that that's what a lot of people see in you as well that makes them want to follow you because you're always giving back to the community. We're going to get to that giving back aspect later in the as we go on. But I wanted to ask this fun question that what role do you like playing the most when you act? For me, it's when you act comedy part. When you when you act a comedy where you're wearing like a maid uniform with your duster and stuff, it's always very very funny for me. But for you, what part do you like to act?
Uh, as an actor, you have to like any roles the director gives to you. But me personally, I'm comfortable with any role. But the one I like most is probably when I'm doing comedy or a lover boy. So I like
That's
those two
that's
most.
my favorite. When you do comedy, it's so funny. I was checking on your page yesterday, and I saw one where you had lipstick on, and I was like, it was so funny. Uh, Generally, I
Yeah.
like comedy, the genre of comedy in movies or anything comedy. So that maybe that's why I'm very biased saying I like when you act comedy. So that could be a thing. So do you have any productions in the works right now that's gonna be coming out in 2021?
Yeah, I have about four production that I'm working on right now. I'm going to complete one tomorrow by the grace of God. So the next three, because whenever I want to do my production now, I try to do some of it in Nigeria because we can't do it alone. We have to still use our A list back home to push our movies. So I've completed one. So I'm gonna be completing the next one tomorrow, and I have two pending that I'm supposed to complete before the end of this year. So immediately I complete all the projects, I will be releasing it one after the other. That's how I do my thing.
Do we get the privilege to know the title of what to look out for?
So let's use that as a suspense for now.
Okay, suspense loading. That's
But
we're looking forward to.
I released one of recent, which is Alive Neuron, which is still showing on YouTube.
Nice, nice. So now talking about, giving back, because that's like one of the really, really huge thing that actually draws me to that drew me to your page, the fact that you give out. So, you have really been involved in, giving back to the community via giveaways on your platform. How did you start, and do you plan on becoming a registered charity like later down the line?
Yes. Let me answer the last question. Yes, I actually plan to have a foundation. I actually plan to have a foundation very soon. And how I got started was I've actually had this mindset of giving back ever since I was very young. Whenever my parents give me money to for what they used to call it back then, like pocket money, you
Pocket
understand, to
money.
school. I always try as much as possible to share with my friends who don't really have. Whenever I take food to school, I share with my friends, even if I'm not even going to be eating out of it. I'll call all of them, yeah, take and all that. So when I was in university too, I always tried to sacrifice my time because I was the president of my department then. I didn't purposely become the president. People know that okay, you fit this position because of what you have been doing ever since you were in 100 level. I try to support people when they have missing results. I'll be the one to confront the lecturer. This person has a missing result. How are we going to do it? And I know you have a little idea about how it happens in our school back then. So I've been supporting our students 100 level, 200. So when I got to 400 level, and I was like, oh, you have to be the president. I contested and I won as God wants it. When the most when I think during the NSAS back in Nigeria, that was when people actually know that okay, this guy is giving out. I've been giving out, but not as back to back the way it happens during the NSAS. And a lot of us in diaspora, whenever we hear stories back in Nigeria, the stories actually, me personally, it makes me sad because of the situation in Nigeria. The government there, they are not doing anything to help the people in need, even when they have the opportunity to share common carton of Indomie that people donated to them. They lock it up, making people go hungry without them feeling concerned and all that. So I was like, okay, how can we help a little? We can't help everyone. So I started doing the giveaway back to back then. And to God, who is in support of it, I got a lot of people supporting. People will just DM me, send your account details. I want to support with social amount and all that. You supported them. Thanks, thanks, big thanks to you too. You understand? So we have a lot of sponsors, and even till this moment, someone actually reached out to me like about 4 months ago. The person started giving 100,000 naira each to one of my fans every month. We just gave out the was it the third or fourth 100,000 naira a few days ago. So different kind of people reached out to me and they've been supporting me. So most of the money I'm even using to do giveaway is not even my personal money again. But when I started, I was using my own personal money until God took charge of it, and we are still doing it, and I don't want to like stop any moment, anytime soon. I don't want to stop. It's gonna be forever by the grace of God.
That's really good because you have to give yourself some credit because so many people will get money from others to give out and they will only give only a percentage of it and then swallow the rest of it. We know how these things work. So you should it doesn't matter if it's your money, the fact that you're diligently giving it out just as people ask, that's like a whole lot of self-control, especially thinking about oh, if this person is giving 100,000, this one is giving this, you just decide to say, okay, I will give 5,000 out of the 100,000, then swallow the rest of the money. I know I keep saying swallowing, but you understand what I mean. So you don't want to. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
like it's really really difficult nowadays to see people that are very diligent and they're very outgoing and they would be very plain and open with whatever they are doing. So that's like fantastic. And I believe that's why you're getting more donors by the day because they see that all this money is actually going out to people that actually deserve it. So yeah, that is really good. So on the topic of giving back, I know that when I go on your page and when you have your live stream and you give out and stuff like that, some people that didn't get the money, they get very negative and they leave like really harsh um, comments like, "Oh, I just wasted my time. I didn't get picked." As if they're the only one. Like that gets to me. How do you manage this negativity of people saying, "Oh, I wasted my time. I didn't get," it, and they're leaving all those harsh comments on your platform?
Okay, like what's the question again, ma'am?
So I said when I go on your channel, most of on your platform, most of the time when you have your giveaway and your live stream where you do like music and then you giveaway to people, I see that a lot of people that are bitter that they didn't win the money. They leave like very harsh comments on your platform saying, "Oh, waste of time. I just wasted my credit. I just wasted my data and whatever things like that." How do you manage such negativity on your platform?
Mm, like the kind of person I am, I don't like negative people, and what I keep preaching to my fans, because I don't call them my fans, they are my fans, which means they're my family. Everyone can't win at the same time. You can't win and you can't please everyone. But the moment you have about at least 80-90% positive people, you don't need to bother about negative people. But I think even if anyone should complain about that, is either they are new followers, they came because they want to win. But as of today, I have people that actually have sincere love for my platform, not just because they want to win. At the long run, I got to have a class rep, which is in Nigeria, and I had a assistant class rep who is based in the UK. They have normal love for my platform, for my brand. And whenever I want to choose winner for like the 100,000 naira monthly, I'm not always online. Most time I just post and I get busy with other things. So they are the one I'm going to consult with. Who do you think we should give this money to? Who do you think we should give 5K, 10K to sometimes? And they would like, okay, I think this person has been very active on your page. Let's give this person. Even the last person we gave 100K, we were like suggesting. When class rep said, okay, let's give this person, I was like, oh, I noticed that person too. Let's give him. So you guys can go and interview him. What he's gonna be using the money for? Because we don't want people to take money and they will spend it anyhow. Fine, the person was not expecting the money, and we have different kind of people. Someone that does not have 5,000 naira when he went to bed, and the next morning someone called him, take 100K. The person might spend it the way he or she wants. But when they have mindset of okay, this money I'm not supposed to spend it anyhow. I'm supposed to invest it to make more money, because even you looking forward to win giveaway sometimes can be can be somehow. But when you have your own business, at least you are making 5,000 naira a day, it's still something. So I call class rep and assistant class rep to interview the person. If you have 100K tomorrow, what are you going to be using it for? And if the answer is okay by then, I'm going to declare the person as a winner. So most time they are the one that do the job for me behind doors, and it actually makes things easier for me to decide.
That's a good strategy that you're using there. That's a good strategy. So which brings me to the next question, because for a lot of times people reach out on your platform or go into your DM and say, "Oh, please, I have not eaten for the past 5 years. I have not eaten. My children, whatever." They will leave all those stories in there and asking for help. How do you discern between who is real and actually hungry and who is fake and just going into people's DM and just trying to take their money? Because I remembered after I did the giveaway that you put on on your platform, a lot of people went into my DM and started leaving messages. At first, I didn't see it because, if you have a brand page, it will go to requests. And for so long, I didn't even know there was a request area. But I saw people that would say,
Mm.
"Oh, please, ma, I'm really hungry. My children are hungry. They lost their husband." And I would be wondering, if you are so hungry, how did you get this money for this data? Because when I go on their page, it's like, it doesn't look like somebody that is hungry. So I just ignore. So how do you discern who is actually really in need of money or help, and who is just like looking for free money?
Mm, you can't really know the people that are lying or the people that are sincere. That was one of the reasons why I was happy having class rep and having a start class rep, because two heads are better than one. The way I think will be definitely different to the way class rep is going to think. The way class rep think is going to be different to the way assistant class rep is going to think. So we can't really know, but most times I just follow my mind. At least givers never lack. Even if you lie, I don't give, I don't do my own for God. So it's not left for you to be having that guilty conscience within you. Oh, I actually lied to this person, oh, and all that. Just like a recent comment I got on my page when I posted at I posted something that is related to, like, okay, your everyone won't rest until you are blessed, and someone comment on my that post and it was like, Starboy won't rest until you bless me. And I was like, what kind of prayer is that? When I saw the comment, then I was just laughing like, enjoy, can rest your making meal. Anyway, send your account. Let me send you money so that can allow me to rest. And the person was very happy. She prayed and all that. And me, I believe in prayers a lot. Even if it's a 5 years old baby that said, okay, God bless you, it goes a long way for me. So when people pray for me, I really appreciate it, because more drying to my okogba. We are all just praying. So people's prayer works faster to God than other people. So just follow your
I
mind,
guess
and I
I
do
guess the
think
person goes to mountain of fire.
that's the fact is
Mountain of fire.
a
Stop my wood rest. I don't blame the person,
I
because
was
at the end
just
of the day,
laughing.
they got a blessing from you, right? They were able to get a blessing from you after.
Exactly.
Because I remember when we used to pray back in Nigeria, we'd be like, whoever has my how did they say it? Whoever is going to bless me will not have rest until they give blessing. So I think they use that same thing to get to you.
Hmm.
That was really, really,
Hmm.
really funny though. Yeah. So now my
Exactly.
next question is, as when we are growing up, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I want to be, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an accountant," and all of that. What was your thing growing up that you said you wanted to be? Or were you one of those people that want to be an accountant today, then 2 days later they want to be a lawyer, and then what was it that you wanted to be growing up?
Ever since I was in primary school, I love the subject mathematics. So I've wanted to be like anything related to calculation maths. When I was in secondary school, I was in commercial class. Like I've wanted to be an accountant, but deep inside of me, I want to be an actor. But regarding to education, yeah, an accountant. And that was actually what I did.
So we had one thing in common. We went to the same school. But the other thing we don't have in common is maths. I hated maths. Like that was like now if you want
Yeah.
to get me to tell you, like even if my little kids come to me with maths, I'm already freaking out. But if you want to get me to know maths, instead of saying 1 plus 1 and ask me what is the answer, just tell me $1 plus $1. I would know. Just add the dollar sign to it. That way, I'm good with math. But when it comes to just regular math, not me at all. So now, a lot of people have been, a lot of people have been viewing us all day, and now they might be in a certain way that they're already thinking, when will God bless my hustle? They've been doing so many things. They're chasing their first gig, maybe as an actor, or even if they're not actors, they have a business and they've been putting all their all into it, but it has not materialized yet. What would be your advice to them?
Never give up. Never give up on anything you're doing because no one knows tomorrow. Like one of the musicians used to say, and it's about give up, go fuck up. So you don't have to give up. Just keep pushing. So far you know you're doing the right thing. Just keep pushing. God go answer our prayer.
That's true because a lot of times it's very easy to be comparing yourself with other people. Shebi Starboy just started so year and it already has this. Shebi this person. They will continue to compare, right? And that's most of the time I tell people you're just going to give yourself a heart attack because at the end of the day, like they would say, twins might have two different destiny entirely. So talk more of you that you're not even family or friends or whatever. So you have to think about it that you have to continue to push. You have to continue to do your best. And at the end of the day, are you actually doing your best or you're just sitting there complaining and complaining and comparing yourself? Because there are people like that. They think they're doing so much, but they're not really doing much. They're just complaining and complaining and complaining and then say, oh, how come this person started yesterday and I've started 3 years ago? So you have to think about it. Everybody's time is different. So you have to keep digging. You have to keep working. Put your best foot forward. At that point, God will send somebody to bless you. And it might be sometime really soon. So just keep pushing, everybody. So my final question for you that I ask all the guests in my on my show is: if you had like a time machine to go back in time, is there anything that you would change in your trajectory? Is there anything you would like to change?
Yeah, the first thing I would like to change is to bring back my mom back to life.
Mhm.
I lost my mom last year, and it's still something that is still I'm still battling with. So even most things I do online, even most comedy I do, comedy skit I try to push and all that, it's actually helping me too because whenever I'm not doing search, I think about my mom, and it's something I can't really explain. The mutual relationship we both had. She's just my all in all. She's my God on earth. So if I have that opportunity, that is the first thing. Even if that is the only thing I'm gonna do, I don't mind to bring back my mom to life.
So sorry to hear about your mom, and I pray that her soul continue to rest in peace. So
Amen.
that brings us to the end of our session today. Thank you so much for joining us. I really
Yeah.
appreciate, and I apologize to people that we started a little bit that I was ranting for a little bit while I was waiting for Starboy to join us. He had so many things he was busy with, but he was able to grace us with his presence. So I'm just going to do a little bit of acknowledgement because you know how we do on this show. We take attendance by you leaving a comment. So I'm just going to do a brief run through the comments. You acknowledge everybody that was able to join us today. I appreciate you guys so much. You know that. And I want to give a special shout out to Wahid Miriam. I've been seeing you so much on my channel, and she's been the one, she stayed with me for the first 10 minutes while I was ranting. So thank you
Wow.
so much, Wahid Miriam. I think she joined me from Starboy. Starboy as well. I think she came from your platform. So thank you so much for joining. Arike Akibobola, I see you, I cite you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your support all the time. Canada vendors, I appreciate you for joining. Tech with Bumi all the time. You always show up for me. I appreciate you. Olau Gutimeyi, thank you. That's my uncle. God bless you, sir, for joining. Chris Akere, that's also my uncle. I'm seeing two uncles joining me today. Fantastic. Thank you for joining. Who else is here that I can see right now? Let me scroll. There's so many. Chris A, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Let me scroll. And remember, before you guys leave, remember to rep your city, rep your country, rep wherever you're watching us from, rep in the comment section so that way we know where you're watching us from. We know where all our viewers are from. And let me see if I can still see anybody else. Bumi Bossede, thank you so much, Auntie Bumi, for joining. She was my guest last week. Thank you so much. She was also fantastic as well. And I think that's all. If I didn't call your name, oh, thank you, Olamide Michael, as well for joining. If I didn't call your name, that's just because you didn't leave a comment in the chat box. There's no way I can know who is joining if you don't leave a comment there. Thank you so much, everybody. And once again, thank you, Starboy Temdayo. And I hope to bring you back on this platform some other day, right?
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Have a fantastic day. For
No
everybody
while
joining,
anytime. Thanks so much.
yeah, for everybody
Thank
joining,
you.
remember to give us a huge thumbs up and click that red subscribe button. Make sure you turn on post notifications so that every time we put out awesome content, you're the first to get notified. I love you all. I'm going to give you back the rest of your weekend. Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. I'm trying to do this end